Ah, dang it. This thing will stay on. Alright. Come on, don't start this shit. It's technology or non-technology. Alright. God, it got hot here. Bob? Hope all is well. Where's everybody? Wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. We have a million things to do. Right, Howie? No! Everything I open, Howie thinks it's a treat bag. Here's the foil, whatever, chips, whatever, you name it. Yeah. There's some stuff at the shop, broadview. Some, oh, frick. Java fern, parrot feather, some cryptocara. What else? But majority are probably over here. Let me get that. Give some food to the big fish. Here. Kill two birds with one stone. Move, Howie. Let's see. Let's go look around here. It's a mess. What is this dirty green pigeon? I'm ready to kill him. I don't have the names written down. Prices. Good question. What are you eating now, Howie? Get out of here. Those are like a large Nubius. Oh God, what was those things called? Pastaroia or something? Pastafolia. Some Italian Val. Some Nubius Nana. We got those bulbs that are like the reddish. Sent out the runners. And I think those are red Libya. Sagittaria or something. The grass. A million things. Dwarf aquarium lilies. Anubias nana. Italian Val. Dark red Ludwigia. Got that. What's the other one? Chain swords. And then the rest is at the other building. Not a ton. But it's something. Trying to get something in, get some sales. Howie, what are you doing? Get out of there. You don't eat seed. Messy bird. Never own another bird ever again. 450. I want to get this thing going. I think I'm gonna this week. The weather's getting crappy, so I gotta take advantage of nice weather. I got so much to do. Oh my God, the anxiety of just my overload. But I'm gonna probably move that big chocolate cichlid, some of those fish, into this tank, and let them get some size on them, and then put the albino Oscars and the peacock bass in here. I think. I don't know. I like those. Get rid of the big guys down there, but no one's jumping. Rainbow cichlids, green tears. There's a big green tear in there. Heckleis, angels, which has some over there. Blue grammies. So any fish that's over there, I dropped a lot of prices over there. We emptied more tanks. The whole middle section's about gone. So there's just one section with 15, 20 gallons. 20 highs mostly, I think, are left, and a 33. And then the wall that has some 10 gallons, and that's it. But I'm trying to work on this. Maybe get it painted today. Look at the freaking moisture. The sweating drips. It's nuts, and I don't know what to do. I bought some other tape, but that stuff I bought on Amazon, this wide stuff, 4-inch wide, and it's staying at the top. And I tried wrapping it, around the corners. Well, it didn't hold. It's holding on one side, but not on the other. And you can see the dripping, the water. Maybe not as bad with just at least cover part of it. But it's hot in here now. I only got it set at 77, 78, kind of the low side. But then it's freezing outside. It's a problem. Bless you, Howie. So, I gotta scrape, caulk, and repaint this. Too much. Also, anybody that's an electrician, want to barter on some fish stuff, there's a, what is that thing? That thing. It's been there forever. It's broken. I don't know if it's still hot or whatever, but I want the power. I want that power from that. I want to put a ring camera, spotlight, ring camera and stuff on the door and in the front. So I want to utilize that power. I'm sure it has power. I don't know what this switch goes to. It might go to that. It doesn't affect the emergency light. What's that about? Dog bored. Doesn't want to get up in the morning. So I don't know. What a mess. So, I love you, though. I love you. So yeah, I'm working on it. So I got the Pleco shelf cave thing over here. So, of course, lots of product. What are you looking for? That bone? Golly, dog. Worse than a child. Background, so, yeah. Move, Howie. Work in progress. Lots of work. This big guy's for sale. He's molting more and more, getting more of the specs. Kind of a late bloomer. He was a sub male at home. Redhead Tapjos, orange shoulder severums, gold severums. These Synodonts cats. I put a list up, um, which reminds me, I have to bag some fish up. Still take over there in another hour or so. Um, Look at how much product. And my next door dojo, the one side is a freaking mess. Oh man. So somebody buy these big guys. Where's everybody? Everybody's quiet. Alright, I'm gonna go down here. I'm not going through the whole place again. My shadow's following me. I could still bring fish over today. Probably before 4. We already got yellow labs over there, but sunshines, I put 1.5 inches. These are like 2 inches. Electric blues. There's females, big females holding. Some nice Lawandas, sunshine peacocks. We already have bushy nose over there, so it should have enough bushy nose. Nagara flametail. One like 3.5 inch Christie eye. Got little Christie eyes, but you don't see much anymore. Convicts, these calico OBs. I need to go through. I want to sell some of those. I'm keeping some for breeding. Oh, he's out. To get a little bit more. Not as. Nah, he's gonna spaz out. Beautiful fish. Hope to breed that. I got odds and ends. Rubber eye, I think some Tanzania and the ACIs. I need to get rid of. I need to open these tanks up. Fertosas. Look at that blue in that. It's all purple blue. I pulled 7 babies out of here a week and a half ago. The green cories are cheap over there. I put them at like half off. And the angels that are over at the store right now. The beast. But yeah, so Lawanda peacock small, Morii blue dolphins, small yellow labs, which we have over there, some small sunshines, large male peacocks, Lawanda sunshine, and Nagara, and electric blue alleys. Oh, Rhodesii and Chilotilipia, Rhodesii, and the Borlei Cadengos down there. I gotta pull some of these guys out. Look at all these babies. The Mazwas. I think I have some. There's Burundi down there. There's some Samazis, which hardly breed. I actually think I have a MOBA holding in here. I have to rip the tank apart to catch her, which is a pain in the rear end. I think those are Mazda, like 3 inch. There's the Kagomas, which 5 got sold today. Babies, all different sizes. I think these are Kigs. Yep, I got Kagomas there. Those are the ones I posted. So these guys doing nothing. They're too young. I'm probably gonna sell this colony. I've mentioned it. There's a breeding group of Kagoma Fertosas F2s. Spectacular Fertosa. They're nice. They breed really well. There's babies. These are all different babies. So the adults, I will sell. Some Mozzies. I just turned on the lights a little bit ago. So there's a baby getting big. Another baby. Probably my favorite Fertosa, pretty much. I gotta clear this. Get this out. There's some Geertzai, which doesn't color up. This one's gonna be arowana food. Morning, Dale. Why is your names now have like numbers attached? That's odd. Escomas Jennies, red fronts. I might be getting some young ones of these in. They're available from a friend of mine. I don't know. Phone's effed up. I can know the feeling. Look at that beautiful sunshine. Lawanda, electric blue. So, and then baby stuff in there. Yeah, so that's it. And I'm I had considered selling these Nangus. Um, that's one of the original wild, and maybe that one or two. Then these are F1s, the younger ones, smaller ones. They haven't bred in a while. Um, they can. Some of these get a little older. So I'm not sure how many's in here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Probably 10 or 12. Utilize that tank for something else. But yeah, I had so much work. Look at it, there's the stuff from the store, pipes and stuff, and then clay pipes and whatever, filters out the wazoo, so much stuff. I was like thinking, it's like 2,000 square feet of fish stuff over there. Product, tanks, equipment. Trying to move into this building is a nightmare. And I can't stay organized. I'll get something, start organizing, cleaning up, and then decide to move the store. And then everything goes to crap again. Story of my life. I can't win. Oh, anyway. Let's see what we got here. Strange. Okay. Morning, Christine. Yeah, everybody's got their at number. I don't know. I don't think I did anything. Howie? My dog's driving me nuts. Backs into me. What are you gonna do? You can't sit on me. You're not getting up here. I love him to death, though. Best friend in the world. So, anywho, he looks at me. Anyway, open 11 to 5 today. If you want any of the fish that are here, I put on the list. Now, someone asking for plants. Plants are easy to catch. Even though this tank's a little tall, I just use tongs. But I got to get the prices on this stuff. It's still like normal prices. I think some prices went up, but I'm not. I'm actually avoiding raising prices. Like the night crawlers, the worms, live stuff went up for last couple months, whatever. I left my prices alone, so I'm trying to just maintain and keep things going. So shipping charges, I don't know. Now the gas prices are going down. Little's $2.39, so saying might get down to $2 or less. These companies, airlines, whatever, need to start dropping prices, in my opinion. So anyway, but any of the stuff you want, just give me, shoot me an email or PM me on the Something Fishy Facebook page, and maybe I'll just bag up a couple bags because they're easy just to put away if somebody doesn't buy them. Now, if anybody read my post and a list of fish, mostly cichlids, African and South Americans, is if you don't come and you order the fish, you tell me you want these, and I bring the fish, bag them, and pack them, bring them over, and they sit all day to closing and not picked up, I am not going to be a happy camper, and I will not do any pre-orders from you again, and there will never be a deal for whoever would screw us over. So there's enough people from from Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace. You put something for sale, they don't show up. You know, whatever. It's something that's $100, and they're like, "Oh, I got $15 on me." What? Yeah, I'm off for euthanasia. Yeah. If you wanted these plants, there's plants over there. There's some nice plants over there. The parrot feathers are really cool. Java fern. I think all the Java ferns over there. We must have sold. It didn't seem like there's a lot. I thought I ordered a bunch. I know I didn't get some plants. My order should have been bigger, but they're out of some stuff that I ordered. But get this sold in the next maybe couple weeks, and I'll get another order, a bigger order. And I'm hoping. What the heck is that? I'm kind of hoping and shooting for November the 7th. That Friday to be open over here. Fingers crossed. Java fern's one of the best plants. That and Anubias. Hardy, easy, medium low light. You can attach to wood or rock, whatever. You could just put some. You don't have nothing. You don't have to have CO2. Nothing fancy. A decent light amount of time. Established tank. You don't really. You could add some fertilizer, like some of that Sea Chemic Excel. That will make them grow a little bit quicker, more lush, probably. Stay on there, you dirty green pigeon. I'm about ready to get rid of that thing. Howie, quit licking your paws. Drive me nuts. Try watching a movie last night. We were watching Jurassic Park. Howie's like, always licking. Stop! Talk back to me. Oh, dog life. But, yeah. Matter of fact, I don't think it happened. I'm having problems with. Nope, it's still there. Freaking RTA sign. Oh, another thing found out. It's hard to tell now, but that window's really cracked. I seen a crack, but after taking all the tanks out, there's 10s, a 75, which I took over there. It was all piled right here in the middle in the doorway. So I took them over there. So we got boatload of tanks over there. We sold a lot of the 35-gallon cubes the last week or so, but so I pulled that stuff out, and the window's really cracked. That's an inside window. So I tried fixing it with the solvent for fixing the crack on acrylic. It's meant for acrylic, but it'll hold, and there's the wrap on the outside, which I'm supposed to get new wraps done. I don't know. We're running out of time with the weather, so it's always something. Dang. Drive me crazy. But, what else? Yeah. God, there's so much stuff. Is this an anxiety? I mean, my brain is fried. It's just too much. And, I got an idea I'm going to be stuck with the building over the winter, which now will just become my storage unit, which gives me more time. But I just want to get rid of everything. And the racks, the pallet racks. I'm going to sell some of them. Well, all the tanks are out of the racks in the middle. Other than the wood rack that has the 20s. That's still running for now, for another week. I was planning on trying to bring over that big refrigerator, freezer from the back that we keep frozen food and the worms, all that stuff. I thought about doing it this morning, getting the trailer, but I just don't feel like it. Because I gotta move. I don't know where I'm gonna put that fridge down there. It's a nice fridge. Hey, bipolar. It's so weird with the you don't have numbers on you. Some people have numbers. Weird. At bipolar fish keeper. YouTube messed up. That's a job. Luckily, it's not far, and I don't have to go up steps. One step. So, Dale, speaking of wheelchair, that step is not that high. So I'm gonna either have somebody do it, or I'm gonna 5 inches maybe that step up. Maybe 4 to 6 inches. That step up to the door. I'm gonna try to build like a mini ramp. So get the wheelchair. And I know when people, it's probably 8 inches at the front door over there where the store was. Um, I think we used to just put it like a 2x4 or something and just get people up, whatever. Building was built in 1925. Old building. Look at all this shit. Oh my gosh. So, hey, B. So yeah, that's on my to-do list, Dale. So, I mean, we could pick you up, like lift you over. I could throw a 2x4, 2x6 down, and just a little step up. If we can pull that thing kind of up through the door, get you in here. So, but also, like I told you before, worst case scenario, we could deliver. I mean, Anthony lives right here at whatever. One of us, me, depending on the day and time, I can deliver some stuff you might need next summer. Yeah, over the winter, you need something, just, worms and frozen food or whatever, your supplies. I could deliver it, just you could either pay me there, or worst case scenario, I have PayPal, which I hate PayPal, but, oh yeah, you got the one lady, she could come. Yeah, there you go. So, yeah, whatever. I'll try to work with you, make it work. Make sure you get your fish goods, your stuff, man. Don't want you to go without. So anyway, but over there's a ton of stuff, man. 55s, some 35 cubes left. I think there's 12. Well, actually, we took down the 2, so there's 14 35 cubes left, I think. Bunch of 10 gallons. I took about 10 over there yesterday from that front window. Maybe 8. I don't even know. Lots of 10 gallons. If it doesn't have the filter, they're $7. I have everything loaded, I think, like $1 a piece. I need them lids for a 125. Is it 2 lids or 3 lids? Dale? If it's 2 or 3, let me know. 3. Well, they gotta be over there. So, I'll try to remember. My old ass keeps forgetting stuff. I don't like getting old. It's not fun. Notepad. I'm gonna write it down, Dale. Dale needs covers for 125. 3. Ta-da! You're welcome. Put it in my pocket. I don't know, where should I put it where I have to see it? Oh, where I drink. Not alcohol. Fish deliveries. Husband doesn't even know I'm gone. Just new fish appearing while he's at work. I don't know where that extra tank came from. That's funny. I'm guilty. Oh, my mom, my parents, well, my dad's not around no more, but I've told the story probably in the past. Why is this thing crooked? I'm afraid to move it. It might crash. This weather, another part of it getting old, I don't know. Is it a medical fact? I think it is. The weather can affect your aches and pains. Better not see me, but holy crap. I gotta empty that fridge. There's stuff in the fridge. That's another thing. There's still frozen food over there. I need it gone. There's mysis, krill, the cube packs, baby brine. It's like 60% off. It's way below cost. So, which is, I don't know, $3, $2.50, where it's normally $6, $7 for that stuff. So come and buy it. There's nothing wrong with it. There's some 1-pounder, I think krill. I'm gonna even discount the brine and bloodworms I think that are left. There's not much. That's gonna be a pain in the ass, but the future when we're here, I'm not carrying all that stuff no more. People ask for shit and they don't buy it. And I can't a lot of times just buy one thing. Like now the distributors jacked up their minimum orders, jacked up prices. It sucks. And they've implemented minimums. So you used to buy, which I get it. You know, you're buying something little. They don't want you to just buy this. You gotta buy 12. 3, 6, 12, whatever. You have to buy a pack of them or a box of them. And so, like frozen, you could just order like 3 of this, 3 of this. No, not anymore. It's a 6 or a 12 pack. So, yeah, all that's gonna go bye-bye. So pretty much, brine shrimp, bloodworms. Bloodworms #1, most sellable product that we sell and use. So like the cubes and the 1-pounders probably. And brine shrimp, cubes, and the 1-pounders. And I'll probably do some 1-pound krill and maybe 8-ounce krill for like bigger stuff. If somebody's like, you gotta feed the like puffers or even eels, whatever, all that stuff, stingrays, things like that, or whatever. So, yeah, and that's probably it. 3, 4 different types of food, frozen, and that's it. And I gotta order quite a bit of it because now the minimum is much higher for frozen food, and you have to buy 12 packs. You can't buy 2, 3 things, whatever anymore. So it's making it even more challenging on a small business like me. What else? Oh, I was going back. I snuck a tank. I did a job. Well, I did it a couple times. Back in the day, it was all metal frame stands, which I took one over there. There was one in that cubby hole in the front window, 12 by 24, metal, double wrought iron metal stand. So that's over there. It's brand new for sale. But back in the day, that's all there was. There was no fancy cabinet stands back in the day. You know, I'm talking like early 80s, mid 80s, or whatever. So always had room to put tanks in the bottom. I know I got yelled at. I put like a 60-gallon modern aquarium, I think it was, out in Michigan. So it was like a 75, but short. And I put that down there. Parrots had a fit. Then the biggest one was I went and did a job, a side job. I don't remember who I worked for, but I did a move, a saltwater tank, and a 125. I can't remember if we moved it somewhere or switched it out or moving it somewhere on the east side. Upstairs, I moved thousands of tanks. So anyway, they practically had a brand new 75-gallon tank with the tops. They kept the light. They always need more lights back in the day. It was always fluorescent lights. So you put as many fluorescent lights, high, bright white and a actinic. That's what you had. And it had an under-rail filter, glass tops, tank, and a wrought iron stand. And I traded moving the 125 for that, I think, which was a really good deal for them. Going back and thinking, man, moving a saltwater tank, it didn't have no coral back then, it was just fish. So not as bad as doing a live rock and coral, whatever. I don't remember exactly. I just remember getting that tank. And my mom went to church Sunday evening. I think I did it on a Sunday. And Mom went to church on the evening. And while she was at church for an hour and a half, whatever it was, I had a 55-gallon. I had a little cubby hole in the basement, a little corner, and I went to the back room, whatever. My dad's workbench and the laundry room was back there, and then we had a rec room. Not a big house, whatever, but that was my little fish room. And I had a 55 close that opening off. So I took that 55 out, drained it, moved it, and put the 75 in its place. And I don't think they noticed for, I don't know, it was a little while till they realized that was a bigger tank. Oh, I get chewed out. Screaming, yelling at me. It was a bad habit. As I always said, I could be drinking or doing drugs or buying fish. Like, okay. Eventually I kicked out. I had 33 tanks at one point in my parents' basement. And I had a 55, I think, in my bedroom. My biggest was 100-gallon long. 72 by 18 by 18. I have one downstairs. It could be that tank. God, I don't even know. So, anywho. Fun stories back in the day. Big air pumps running box filters, Whisper 1000s. And I had lines, plugs to plugs. It was crazy back in the day. Didn't have lights that go into different lights. So you had lights for everything, filters. Back then, you didn't really have power filters. You had the Aqua Kings. They had big metal motors that sat on top of the box. And you filled it with like floss and just basic carbon, bone charcoal crap back in the day. And that was the extent of a powerful. The diatoms, the diatomaceous earth, the old diatom was a glass jar with a motor on top. Then the magnums came out when Marineland was like a real company back in the day. That was like the greatest thing. Like my first canister filters, basically. What else? But it's box filters, the old Lustar box filters, floss and carbon, or gravel and floss or whatever. And then under gravel came. Under gravel filter, I was like 12. I got that 55-gallon for Christmas delivered. The I thought it was like the best thing in the world was the under gravel filters. It was like technology, whatever. Now I have stacks of those hidden somewhere in the basement. They're expensive too. Stacks. I've never like thrown them away, given some away, whatever. I've used some here and there in certain jobs, setups, because of space. But yeah, but to clean them out, you gotta rip the whole damn tank down. I remember my 55 saltwater, I'd hook up the Magnum intake into the upriser of the tube going to the under gravel to help make the under gravel work better, especially when I had saltwater. And power heads came around. Yeah. Last change on the wet dry filter was the next, like, I think the biggest thing. The old op clears used to be brown, poopy brown color. You have your second take. First ran into a bat. Sharks. A bat? Or a bat ran into the tank. I might still have the first 30 extra high. It was like 24 by 12 by 24 tall. Somewhere buried. I got that at Petland when it came out with the dark walnut frame. You still have your Magnums? Holy crap. Hey. Either way, it was shattered. So, anyway, going back to the old days. But nothing's really changed. Filters, they try to make them new improve, which is all bullshit. I don't think they could get any better. The FX is probably the best. Eheim used to be really good, but Fluval FX filters kind of took over. The odd clears are still better. I don't know about the new ones. They're definitely more expensive. And I've been interviewed in trade magazines over the years for different things, treating fish, um, the industry or whatever or something. But I remember talking to it was about, about the aquarium industry and what's the technology, what's the new thing. So there's nothing new other than lighting. LED lighting was a game changer, I think. Especially, came to like saltwater. Because back in the day, you used to use metal halides and high output VHOs. They produce a shitload of heat, hot. And you're talking hundreds of watts. Sometimes, 250, 500 watts of just lighting running 8, 12 hours a day. That's what kept a reef alive, corals and stuff. And but then you needed a chiller, which was another $750 to $2,000 for a freaking chiller, which kept the water cool. And you had fans on the lighting systems, big bulky units. Actually, here's something interesting. I found this. I was about to throw it away, but it's kind of like this. Coral Life used to be a good company back in the day. So it got bought out by the bigwigs. Stupid. But this is my first light on the bi-level when I had it over here. The Coral Life 40-inch Professional Series. 40-inch HQI metal headlights. There was 2 of them. 250 watt, 10,000K metal headlights. 296 watt actinics. And 3 1 watt, only 3 LEDs. They're still new. External electric cube metal headlight ballast. 200L switches, sleek. This thing was big. But man, that tank was on fire. It was so bright. So you're looking at 300, 400, a little over 400 watts. No, 200. No, it's 500 watts basically running with this. Now, what is it? 100 watts, if that, 50 watts. So, because I know I used to have this as a saltwater store one time. When I grow up, I'm going to pick up FX6 filters. Fish don't need lights. Yeah, well, some do. I mean, I tell people all the time, I could not. Yep, see 59 watts. So my electric bill was ridiculous. When this was the salt, I called it the salty side. When I had this side as a saltwater store one time for a couple years, and I remember it had tanks. Display had a 90-gallon reef tank with the stairs with all the corals. They had metal halides on there. My freaking meter was like, it was like $500 a month for this little store at the time. So yeah, just the storefront alone was probably $1,000 a month in utilities for what, 800 square feet? Not even 750, maybe. So it was expensive. And then we used to make RODI water in this back room. Had this custom built like tank, acrylic tank. Actually, the unit is somewhere. I've been bouncing around. Thought about getting rid of it and keeping it as a post DII unit. Howie. Look at the poles. Drives me nuts. Someone just sent me a thing about dogs. Stop! It's like bored, or they have, they need more, some shit. What do they call it? Probiotics. I give him like these treats, like a probiotic treats, and maybe not enough for his fat ass. And then one's for his hips. He's 4 years old. Drives me nuts. Your tanks cost $500 a year. That's not bad. You got big tanks too. Oh, spend that in fish food. Yeah, I used to. I don't know what I spend now. I don't have as much, but I know I was at one point, if I remember correct, about $250 a month, and that's like wholesale in fish food. 23 tanks, and you're in Cali, right? Which is usually more expensive. But I was spending, I think, average $250 a month on fish food, feeding. When I had the stingrays in here, that pair of stingrays, the Marbos, they cost me $50 a month alone. 4,000 gallons. God, I don't know what it'd be like with 4,000 gallons. I don't know what I'm gonna be down to. I gotta be like 20 something thousand, and most I think it's either 35 or 37,000 gallons at one point. So, yes, my rays, they ate night crawlers. The female was about 18 inches. She would eat 12 Canadian night crawlers in a sitting. Male would eat about, he was smaller, would eat like 6. That's some crayfish, some krill, maybe silver sides, ghost shrimp. I would put like 3-4 dozen tetras every 3-4 months in there for them to eat. So, yeah, it was 50 at least, maybe $75 a month just to feed that 2 stingrays. Yeah, I don't have a pond. Well, it's half filled, so it's only about 2,500 gallons. And then a little pond. Then the ponds back there I don't even do nothing with. I don't even know. It's 450. 5, 8, 9, 10. Just up here alone, it's going to be 1,200 gallons. And then down there, it's mostly 120s. It's 240, 250, 150s. There's probably 3, 4, 5,000 gallons down there. So 6, 7,000, 8,000. Over there's probably another. I'm gonna be way down compared to what I was. Without the other building was like 15,000 gallons. Feeding bugs? Like just bugs you catch or crickets? Stuff you buy. Mealworms, like I feed mealworms. I don't give these guys. I give my turtles and the toads, my cute little toads, my newer pets at home. Some mealworms. They're not expensive, but you lose about half of them. They eat each other, turn into beetles before you know it. If you don't feed enough, fast enough. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure out. Yeah, I'm probably like 12, 15,000 gallons. Wow. And then back there is probably another 1,000. The homes, another 1,000, 2,000. Bunch of gross bugs. That's funny. Freeze-dried mealworm, black soldier fly larvae. Oh, okay. Yep. So, yeah, it can, when you get this much, it adds. I was just gonna say it adds up. When you have a lot, just have a couple tanks, whatever, a handful of tanks is not a big deal. You start hitting, 25, 50, 100 tanks. Well, that's over there. That blower. I have a big blower here, bigger blower. 1 horse. This 1 horse probably do up to 1,000 tanks. Over there, that's a 3/4, I think, or a half. Maybe this one's 3/4, that one's a half. That does 300 to 500 tanks. And it costs, the smaller one probably costs at least $100 a month on a 220 line to run that blower. Probably about the same for this one. 1 tank for 25 years. Wow. I used to keep mealworms in my fridge for my hamsters as kids. The hamsters? Ugh. Never done that. They're cannibalistic too, so. What time is it? Oh, I gotta go. Another almost hour. It's always like so much for a quick show. It's like always the same time. Um, so, updates. We're still running the hours over there, 12 to 5. Right now, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 to 5 on Saturday. Closed most holidays. When this place is opening up, I'm going to shoot for the 7th of November. So I got a lot on my plate. I'm going to be out of town next weekend for my son's OU, going to camp, and then spend a couple of nights the weekend at OU for Dad's weekend, which is also Halloween. But they said they're celebrating Halloween this past weekend because it's going to be too busy for all of Dad's weekend. Monday, I got to take my brother to Cleveland Clinic, east side, all day. It's going to be an 8-9 hour day. Then come here, I got to bump karate class until like 5:15, so I don't get home till 7. That's funny. Combination of both. Then I got to take him back Wednesday morning for a couple hours. So my Monday maintenance I had to put off Tuesday. I got to make sure I let them know, not showing up morning maintenance. Now I was supposed to have my pre-appointment or colonoscopy that I'm not looking forward to. So I had to cancel that. But my brother's a mess. Double lung transplant. Not looking good. So, anyway. So I got a lot on my plate. Not enough time. I'm too busy talking now. I need to shut up. What else? So yeah, shoot for the 7th. Well, hello. Good for you. You've been for a year. Wedding Black Angels. I might get some blacks in on the next order with community fish. There's some small ones in there and sorted, but sales are kind of weak, and it's a problem because, like I've said before, I'm trying to harden. Shut up. Stuck with trying to harden play because people want stuff I don't have, and then what I have, people are not necessarily buying, and trying to rock in a hard place. That's what I'm trying to say. So it's a very challenging. Like I got these African cichlids. People ask when you get more cichlids. I got a crap load of cichlids, and not selling. Of course, people are what? Got any neon tetras? Got any cardinal tetras? Got any this? Got this? Got this? No. I got a list. Seen a list for wild Brazilian plecos yesterday. Oh. I haven't seen a Brazil list in a while. I don't know what's going on with the trade stuff with Brazil. I know people want more community fish, so I need to get rid of stuff. So today, working on that front window, cleaning that, repaint that, and then try to move some fish around, shuffle things around, try to open tank space so I can get at least a small shipment in. I have an order already started. Oh, something. Just got more. Hey, something fishy. I just hit the sub button. Like button. Hey, thank you. Appreciate that. Brazil's eating our fish. Well, yeah, they all down there eat fish. Africa, they eat all the fish. They don't look at the fish the same way we do. They look at it as like, I'm hungry. There's protein. Or they're using it to barter for something else. A goat, a chicken, eggs, fish, staples. In Africa anyway, in South America, it's fish is it. No more Oscar imports. Really? No wild? Because it's a food fish. If there's a scarcity of stuff that's large. Oh, thank you. You want to buy them? Them and the 4 big black belt dollars. I've had the black belt dollars for probably 15 years. They're beasts. I mean, 10 inches with fins, 12. The arowana is probably 30 inches. The tank's 3 foot wide, tip to tip. Pisses you off? Well, oh, June, all right. Yeah, I got the vinyl Oscars are doing good downstairs with the Kalbari Peacock Bass, which is going to go in that 450. So I'm going to start breaking that. I wish somebody buy that. Somebody, that's another thing. I got all those fish room tanks, 35 cubes, 10 gallons like crazy, 55s. But I had the bi-level, which is an expensive tank. I hate to lose that tank. That is a great tank. I love the 450. That footprint is like perfect, in my opinion. 8 foot by 3 foot by 30. Great size. I'm in Cleveland, Ohio, Old Brooklyn area, Ohio. About 5 minutes from the zoo. Right now, the retail is still at the 4873 Broadview Road, 44109. But we're closing it down and moving back over here to State Road Building, about a mile away. I'm downsizing, semi-retiring. I still have the hatcheries in the basement. Yeah, it's Cleveland, but it's Old Brooklyn neighborhood. It's right near Parma. Parma's on the other side of the highway, 480. I do not ship. Not especially now, I don't. Once in a while, spring and summer, I'll do some shipping here and there, and I would not ship that thing. That would be nuts. Crazy. You'd have to tranquilize that fish. That's huge. And it costs a fortune to ship that. It's just not worth the risk. So someone local, or like someone could drive a few hours, big ass cooler, and yeah, it's gonna be a job. Arowana that size gets shipped? Oh yeah, anything gets shipped. The freaking whales get shipped. It's just a little more specialized and more into it and costly and risky. So, yeah, good question. Garcia, where are you at? Yeah, look at the freaking aquarium in Atlanta. 3 freaking whale sharks, big as a damn storefront, size of freaking buses. Oh, I got somebody's. I got to go back some fish. Have them at opening. Oh wow. Are you in Alaska, or you're in the continental states? Oh, Florida. Florida. Oh, you're down south. But they're coming from Alaska to Florida? Whoa. Game changer there. Going from freaking beautiful cold weather, snow caps and ice. Expensive in Alaska, as I know. But fresh air down to crazy busy Florida. Hot, humid, buggy Florida. I went live in Florida. In the early years, I almost moved to Florida back in 1990, 91. But it's beautiful there. What, in Alaska? Yeah, I wouldn't mind going to Alaska for, vacation. But I don't think I'd live there. Florida, I wouldn't live. I like Tennessee. I said if I left Ohio, I'd go to Tennessee probably. My oldest is turning me into a grandpa. Uh-oh. Grandpa. And my youngest is coming from my Alaska to spend time with me. Oh, that's nice. Good for you. Congratulations being a grandpa. I got a feeling I'm gonna be a grandpa next year. My stepson and his wife. They just got back from Italy a couple weeks ago from their honeymoon. And 30, they're gonna be 31. She's 30, 31. He's 31. Gonna be 31. That's good. I didn't know it was illegal in Tennessee. I like Tennessee better. I think weed, in my opinion, okay medically, but for just recreational, nah. That's a hot topic here now. It's I knew it was coming. They always start off with some bullshit, and it always ends up what you predict if you have any brains. But now the yeah, I've done my share of shit in my younger years, um, but the property taxes, which is in Florida, Ohio. No problem, sir. Um, there's like 4 states right now trying to get rid of property taxes. They're gotten out of control. Um, it's a war, and there's big petitions being signed. The states, the schools. Garcia is a great guy. That's good. Good, great people. Sometimes rare find these days. Common sense and respect. You don't need a college degree, I always say. Um, but like me, with my 2 buildings, I don't live in Cleveland. So I don't have kids in Cleveland. I don't have kids in school at all. Well, that's a problem. My buildings are paid off. But this building alone, I think I'm about $3,900 a year, this one, just to Cleveland schools. And probably another couple grand. So I'm almost $6,000 a year. Now, in California, that's relative because, um, costs here in Cleveland compared to California, San Francisco, people get messed up with the minimum wage bullshit. Well, it costs a lot more in certain places. New York, California is 2 major ones. Then Cleveland's a different market. Yeah, and I pay all this money, and I don't get to vote for anything, on anything, because I don't live in the city of Cleveland. I live outside of Cleveland, which I have no say. I can't vote against stuff, so I'm just taxed to whatever they want to do, which is bullshit. And oh man, we're getting off fish topic here, but yeah, I am. I vote for police, fire, and mental health. I've had one of my clients is mental health services for like 20 plus years, and I used to do like a kids group home stuff, fish tanks, whatever. So I've seen the inner workings, and there's a lot of messed up people out there. Obviously, a lot of mental issues, whatever. They need something. So I vote for that stuff. The library, I vote for the zoo. Metro Parks is one of the top, if is the top in the country. Our library system in Cowell County is #1 in the United States. So they have great programs. Although the ones that run these programs are overpaid, in my opinion. They get paid more than anybody. And I seen that Ohio has some of the most administrators in the state than anybody in the country, which are making 150, 250,000 a year. Take care, Garcia. I'm trying not to scroll. You're yelling at me. You got uppercase. Why is it fading out? Oh, whoa. Now subscribe. Thank you, sir. I don't have a lot. No fancy stuff here. It's like faded out. I don't know. All right. Sorry. So yeah, the property tax thing is an issue. My home is paid off, and I'm paying thousands a year. He always uses caps. All right. I'm like, I know my eyes are getting kind of bad, but you don't have to make it obvious. But Yeah, it's a problem. And I mean, my insurance, all my insurance together is like 15,000 a year. My taxes are like that. I'm like, how do you ever retire? You can't retire. He's loud too. Well, you've actually know him really well. Then you talk to him and yeah, on the internet. Um, so yeah, it's like thousands a month, and then the utilities. Thousands. It's just, it's ridiculous. So, all right, I gotta go. Damn. Everybody, take care. Have a good weekend. Stay warm. Stay cool. Depending where you're at, it's gonna be 50s. It's sunny this weekend. Thank God. It's been rainy, yucky. It's depressing to me. The older I get, the less I like this weather, winter. I like the fall, the colors. I mean, it's beautiful. The sky this morning is like on fire. It's that's kind of nice, but other than that, I'm paying less buying than renting. Yeah, it's real estate. I gotten this far in life, making decent real estate moves. So, all right, Dale, take care. Everybody, take care. Thanks for listening to me rant and BS fish stuff and reminiscing and things. I should be back Tuesday. Yes. It might be later because I got to do maintenance with all my shit going on. But good. Like Florida, my buddy was complaining it's so hot. Like in the morning, it'd be 130 degrees. Next Saturday, I will not be on. I will not be here. I'll be at my son's college for Dad's weekend. Looking forward to that. We're going to go see Pink Floyd tribute band. It was great last year, so we're going to see that again Saturday night. Yeah. Fun. Good times. Y'all take care. I'm out. Bye-bye.